So you're looking to build a better bond with your dog here in Waterbury, and you've come to the right place. This is your complete guide for finding a great trainer who can help you and your pup really succeed together in the Brass City. Because that's really the whole point, isn't it? To have a dog you feel confident taking with you anywhere. Just picture it, those easy, peaceful walks along the river, or just enjoying a nice day at the park without any stress. That's what good training really opens up for you. First up, let's talk about why training is so helpful for just getting through daily life right here in our city. It all comes down to confidence, for both of you. A dog with good manners can handle the hustle and bustle at the Brass Mill Center, stroll politely through Library Park, and not get totally overwhelmed by all the activity around our local schools. It also means being a great neighbor, whether you're in Bucks Hill or Town Plot. These are the real-world skills that make your life together so much better. Okay, so you know the end goal. Now, how do you find the right person to help you get there? Well, it all starts with understanding what good, modern dog training actually looks like. The method you'll hear about most, and for good reason, is positive reinforcement. All it means is that you're rewarding your dog for getting things right. And, decades of science back this up as the best way to build skills that actually stick. It's not just about teaching commands, it's about building a solid bond of trust and making your dog excited to learn with you. And this slide really breaks down the difference. On one side, you have reward-based methods that build up your dog's confidence and make them want to learn. On the other side, well, you have those older, correction-based methods that can rely on fear, which can seriously backfire and even hurt your relationship. For a happy dog and results that last, the choice is pretty clear. So how can you tell if a trainer is committed to these modern, positive methods? Well, certifications are a really good sign. A CPD-TK, for example, tells you that trainer passed a tough exam on training knowledge and ethics. A KPA-CTP means they graduated from a top-notch positive reinforcement academy. And hey, if you're dealing with tougher issues like serious anxiety, a specialist with an IABC certification is exactly who you should be looking for. All right, let's get into the practical side of things, the different kinds of training you can find, and, of course, what you should expect to budget for them. There are really three main options, and each one has its perks. Group classes, they're amazing for teaching your dog to focus when other dogs and people are around. Private lessons are perfect for tackling those problems that only happen at home, like barking at the door or jumping on guests. And then there's Board and Train, which is like a deep dive immersion program. Just be sure to do your homework and really vet the facility and their methods if you go that route. Now, before we look at the full price list, here's just a quick reference point for you. For one single hour-long private lesson here in the Waterbury area, you can generally expect to pay somewhere in this range. Okay, so here's the full breakdown. As you can see, the multi-week group classes are often a pretty budget-friendly way to get started. Then you have your private lessons, and you'll notice that buying a package of sessions is usually a better value. And at the higher end, you've got those really intensive Board and Train programs for more serious training needs. All right, you've narrowed it down to a few trainers that look promising. Now it's time to actually talk to them. Coming in prepared with the right questions is really the key to making a choice you feel good about. Just think of this as your little interview checklist. You want to hear them talk about positive reinforcement, and you'll want to confirm those credentials we talked about. A great trainer doesn't have a one-size-fits-all plan, so ask them how they'll create a program specifically for your dog. And this is a big one. Always ask for a clear, written estimate so there are no surprises later. And finally, let's go over some important local info that'll help you be a responsible, prepared dog owner right here in Waterbury. Okay, this one is huge. The city requires all dogs to be on a leash that's 7 feet long or shorter anytime you're in a public space. What that means is, teaching your dog to walk nicely on a leash isn't just for convenience. It's actually a legal requirement for enjoying our city safely together. There are also two other main requirements you need to have on your radar. First, any dog over 6 months old has to be licensed with the city every single year. Second, state law in Connecticut says all dogs have to be up to date on their rabies vaccine. These are just things you have to do to keep everyone safe and sound. Now for the fun part. Once you start training, you're going to need places to practice. The Hamilton Park Dog Park is fantastic. It's a safe, fenced-in spot to work on off-leash skills like coming when cold. The Naugatuck River Greenway is perfect for practicing those polite leash manners with real-world distractions whizzing by. And the trails out at Hot Brook Lake are just beautiful for helping your dog learn to stay focused in a more natural environment. Picking the right trainer is really just the first step. It leads to a less stressful life for you and a much happier, more confident life for your dog. It's all about being able to enjoy those little moments together, every single walk, every coffee run, and every trip to the park. Good luck on your training journey.